Required? What's the authentication required thing about? I need a name and a password or something?
Yeah, you do. I need to see a picture ID to give you that.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do with my picture ID?
I just need to check it so I can...
You're checking me for wants and warrants?
No, sir.
Well, what's the guest? As a guest, it sounds like it's a neutral party. I mean, it sounds like you want to sign me up for something.
Do you want me to call my... let me call my director, and she can explain all this to you.
Yeah, she's in Texas.
She's in Houston, Missouri.
Houston? Yeah, because this is Texas County.
Right.
And then, yeah, she got... Well, do you know how long it's been going on? Like, you've been asking for IDs from...
Forever.
Forever? Oh.
Mm-hmm. Ever since we've had Wi-Fi. Everyone complies.
Oh, yeah. Well, you probably don't get a lot of people, but
we
yeah.
We do have a lot of people.
Oh, it gets busy here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. There.
So you're not wanting to show me your ID? Is that what this
Well, I
is?
want to ask about...
Okay. Hi, Leanne. Is Louise around? Okay. I've been here 30 years, but I'm not the director.
Yeah, you just yeah, you stay within a certain level on the corporate and the organization, and
Hi, Louise. Are you there?
So it'd be a written policy that you're referring to. So I would ask to see the written policy.
Okay. Let me find.
Okay? You know where.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
Yeah, it's about. So, yeah, it's about half the libraries seem to like require a password, to have a password, but they don't ask for IDs. It's about
Really?
Maybe 10% of those. No, of those libraries. Yeah, it's a low percentage that then.
Hi, Louise. This is Kathy. I have okay. I have a patron here wanting to use Wi-Fi, and he wants to know where in our policy it states that we have to see an ID to give him a Wi-Fi. And I'm looking for a policy manual, and I brought my wrong folder. I'm looking to see where it's at. I'm sure it's in our policy manual, right? Is it? We have to see an ID, a picture ID. To get on the computers, they just need an ID. I can give them a visitor's pass, but this man has his own computers and he just wants to use the Wi-Fi, but he's questioning why we asked for the ID, and he wants to see documentation that that's our policy and why it is. Yeah. So would you like to talk to him? Sure. Here you go. Her name is Mrs. Beasley.
Okay. Yes, I'm Travis. Yes, I'm asking to see the policy on why we're required to show IDs. I mean, I'm sure it was decided by your library board, or maybe the library director at some point. They wrote this down as a part of your policy and how you interact with visitors. and I'd be interested to see that written policy.
Okay, is there a reason that you want to see the policy? Is there something wrong with your license, or do you not have an ID? Is that why?
Well, I mean, I just it's something that I've noticed out of the many libraries I've visited. It's a very low percentage of libraries that demand an ID to get onto the Wi-Fi. Like, about half the libraries that I've visited will have a password, but they'll just tell you the password. And then from that group of libraries, a very low percentage then go further besides having this password that's easy to, you gotta ask. Sometimes you gotta ask for the password. Sometimes they'll have it like posted on a door so you could see from the outside. There's different ways. Some will change the password every week, sometimes every month. Sometimes they have the password up for years, but they'll have it readily available for you. When I sometimes ask them, what's the password? They'll say, "Oh, it's on a sign here," because they're trying to make it readily available. But to come across libraries that also go further beyond just the password and demand IDs too, I find that interesting, and I'd like to learn more.
Yeah, I definitely understand your side of it. Have you read our policy patron manual yet?
I'd like to.
Okay, well, just ask Kathy to
I'd,
give you a copy of the patron manual.
okay.
Look at that, and if we have been negligent in listing that an ID is required to see the password, then I'm going to give her permission to give you the password. If it's listed in there,
Okay. Yeah.
I haven't looked at Summersville in a while, so I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that it's updated because it might not be.
Okay.
But if she's got one there handy, the one that she's got, if you'll take a read at that.
Okay. I would like to have this. If I could put this on speakerphone to ask her to look at the what again?
Okay, go ahead.
Or should I put you on with her?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There you go. So.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. That sounds like something that if it's not in here, we're gonna have to have it added because we've had this on here since we got computers in the library. Started out with the Patriot Act. Mm-hmm. No one's ever questioned it before. And it's not, yeah, it's, yeah. Okay. She asked me to let you
Yep.
read through this. I don't really think there's anything about.
No. Okay.
Okay,
Well, this is the updated policies. Okay. Mission rules. Yep.
no. Thank you, because. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No. No. And without an ID, we don't even know. You know. Yes, very. And that doesn't happen very often. I'd say an 8 or a 9. Okay. All right. She'd like to speak with you.
Oh, sure. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Yep. Looking through the
I was asking my librarian, have you ever visited our Summersville branch before?
Not the Summersville. No, I've just gotten into Texas County.
Okay.
Oh, the city, this town? No, I've never been here before.
Okay. Okay. So what brings you into Summersville today?
I'm a random like traveler and stop at random cities. My hotspot doesn't even work, so that makes it a little more concerning to get internet here. I mean, I seen this grist mill. I checked that out a little bit. That was interesting. Oh yeah, they said call the library if you want a tour. I was interested in doing a possible tour of the grist mill.
One second.
All right. Have you heard about I forget, you reading? Have you heard about, they have a sign on the grist mill that says
Yeah,
call.
I have a number that I call.
You call? Okay, I'm interested in that. If that's possible. I forgot. I didn't think. Yeah, wasn't thinking about that till now, until the library director reminded me. Asked me why I'm here, and I'm like, well, I walked over the grist mill, and then I remember there's a sign.
Sorry.
Okay.
Did she give you a copy of the policy manual yet?
I'm at the circulation policy. So it's about all the resources, not really digital.
Technology use.
Withdrawal of computer. This would be it. Let's check out any member has withdrawn. Oh, you lose your privileges if you destroyed property. Ordering a book, emaciated library cards, visitor pass. I may be issued, so it's not a guarantee, a visitor pass to access a computer, which I have my own. At that time, they will be given an explanation of how to get a library card. They may be issued a maximum of 2 visitor passes before they are required to have a library card. And I think that has to do with your computers. And that's it. It's a real short statement about technology use policy is a whole page. But I think that's harassing, libeling. Okay, purpose, responsibility of users, legal and ethical use, confidentiality and security. It could be under the confidentiality one. Users of electronic mail system should be aware that electronic mail in its present. Oh, that's with email? The library assumes no responsibility for loss of damage to users' data.
Okay. Right here.
So,
Patrons desiring to access the internet via wireless connectivity must be given a password after presentation of valid picture
ID.
identification.
Okay, that's page 8. Is that the same thing?
Yes.
Okay,
Access may not exceed 18 hours.
wireless. Okay, so you do have it in your policy. All right. Well, I was just interested in looking at that, I guess. I wish.
You'll be able to do that for her.
I'm not interested in showing ID, so I'll avoid it and just use my internet without Wi-Fi. So, all right. Would you like to talk to her again, or okay?
I think she had something else to say too.
All right.
Thank you.
And then your policy is right there.
Yes, please.